Hello everybody. Good morning. Today is September 17th, 2025. I have a quick video for you this morning. It is just before 8 a.m. So we do have the National Hurricane Center update for the 8 a.m. Now, as you guys are seeing in the screen here, we finally have Tropical Depression number 7. Eventually, it's projected to become Gabrielle. It has got better organized overall, obviously intensified a little bit. That's why it got the designation of Tropical Depression number 7. So let's take a look and see what is happening. Well, as you guys can see, it's moving west at 13 miles per hour as of 5 o'clock this morning, and 1,007 millibar pressure, maximum sustained winds 35 miles per hour. Now, if we look at the cone, so let's take a look at the cone here. You guys can see that Gabrielle, soon to be Gabrielle, is expected to also become a hurricane. And the good thing about it is it's forecasted to become a hurricane, but it's expected to curve out to sea. Now, you folks over there in Bermuda, which is basically this dot right there, as it's recurving out to sea, you guys need to pay attention, as it has a probability or the potential to get dangerously close to Bermuda. Now, it's too early to tell, but the positive thing is we know well ahead of time, and also it's gonna completely miss any Caribbean islands, in the Bahamas, etc. So at this point, we need to only pay attention, or not pay attention in general, but prepare potentially in Bermuda. Let's put it that way. Now, if we go back and take a look at the discussion, now it hasn't updated, but this is the 5 a.m. The 5 a.m. update. So it's basically tropical depression. Basically, they're saying that the depression is moving towards the west, west-northwestward to northwestward motion across the tropical and subtropical Central Atlantic is expected during the next few days. So today or tonight is expected to become Tropical Storm Gabrielle. So that's expected, okay? Now, if we look at the discussion, it's expected to become a Cat 1, Category 1, 85 mile per hour winds. That seems to be the strongest that the National Hurricane Center is expected to become. But as we know, just like happened with Aaron, we cannot really trust it as far as Mother Nature is going to do what it's going to do. So that's one thing that we have learned, and just take it with a grain of salt, basically. Now let's take a look at the satellite imagery to see how the storm is looking. And as you guys can see, still very disorganized, but nevertheless, it has the pressure, the center pressure has dropped enough to be categorized a tropical depression. So it should start getting better organized throughout the day. But so far it's not looking great on satellite imagery. Now let's take a look at the models. So according to the models, you guys see it here. If we move forward, the GFS has it in kind of struggling to intensify, and then it finds a pocket where south of Bermuda, 986, the pressure 970s, it gets very, very close. 64? Yeah, 964, 952, dangerously close, and then curving out to sea. So depending how big the storm gets, that's how much impacts you guys are gonna get in Bermuda, even if it doesn't make direct landfall. Now let's take a look at other models. So let's see the European model. European model basically has that it's doing the same thing, intensifying, 980s, getting very, very close. Look at that, 973s, 960s. Yep. So Cat 2, I mean, it has a potential to even become in Category 3, honestly. Now let's take a look at the German model. So the German model, a lot slower, but it has 1,005 millibars, so much weaker, but a lot slower as well. So that's interesting. But nevertheless, when you have this kind of agreement in the models, It's getting really, really close to Bermuda, and there's no question in my mind that this is going to become Hurricane Gabrielle. It's just a matter of how strong and how quickly it becomes Gabrielle. Now, let's take a look at one more thing here. Let's take a look at the overall conditions for intensification, wind shear, etc. So you guys can see Gabrielle is pretty much right here. So disorganized, like I mentioned before. And if you guys look, I mean, there's a huge pocket of unfavorable conditions. So it all depends. If it starts moving more this way and then kind of curving out to sea, it has a nice pocket right here of better conditions to intensify. So it all depends how much further west it moves. The further west it moves, the better chance it's gonna have of intensification. So that's the thing that we need to watch out for. Now let's take a look as well as see how the dry air is. Let me take a look and see. Well, let's take a look at the precipitable water. Let's see. So decent amount. I mean, it has a pocket of dry air here that it may be affecting it as well. If it starts ingesting that dry air or overall drier conditions, that could definitely affect it, and that could be why the icon model is predicting this to stay kind of weak and not intensify as much as some of the other models are saying. But it's time to basically just watch it. It's still pretty far away, and I would honestly, if you guys not in Bermuda, I wouldn't be too concerned with the storm. But just stay safe. Just keep an eye on it, just to be safe. Of course, I will keep you guys posted. I will give you guys updated. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.